I mean, it's so much more like easier to say like, oh, it's just perspective, but like on the daily when things are happening and I don't know, you're in the middle of doing something, let's say for your business.
Who do you love the most in the world?
My family.
Good. Who in your family? Pick one.
All of them.
You're very politically correct. Cool. Every day, like literally once a day, genuinely sit there for 5 minutes and pretend one of them got shot in the face. I'm being dead serious with you. Every single day, I said this today earlier, I probably once a week to 4 times a week, sit there truly in the shower, on a flight, when I wake up. Some people meditate, right? Some people work out, right? To deal with whatever anxieties or thoughts they have. I actually sit and truly try to convince myself that I have lost one of the 5 most important people in my life, and that is the biggest thing I do that leads to the biggest happiness I have. Like, what? You didn't sell enough earrings today? Like, seriously though, people lack perspective. It's actually remarkably easy if it becomes the way you see the world. Like what? What? Like, we have completely lost perspective as a society. Do you know how many people on earth have it way worse than you? Billions.
I have one question that I wanted to ask you, and first of all, thank you on the same basis of him for giving me a framework to life and also making me feel not crazy with how much time I wanted to spend on my music and whatnot.
You know what's really crazy to me, just as how I heard that? I actually think there's nothing the 4 of you could be doing that's crazy, given how old you are. I really fucking believe that. I actually think nothing anybody does under 35 is crazy. I think it's practical to scratch every itch early on because you don't have any rationale or reason to create restrictions for yourself like family and financial debt outside of college. That's why I hate college debt. I think it eliminates your freedom. You know, it eliminates your freedom. If you have a child or you buy something, you limit yourself. Or you have a partner. There's 3 variables that can start pulling from a place where you can't be 100% selfish around your happiness graph, which is you have to have empathy for your partner, you have to parent, or you have to pay a bill.
What are some of your daily habits that you do daily to keep you as on point?
I make pretend that my family dies.
You make pretend that your family dies?
There's something I do, maybe not every day, but comes through my head pretty often. If you ask me why I'm me, it's because every day, every other day, no shorter than minimum once every 4 days, I will role play in my mind the tragic death of somebody in my inner family.
Really?
Really.
Okay, and what do you do with that information?
What I do with that information is I use it as the framework to keep everything in perspective.
Okay, that sounds good.
It's really easy for me to be okay with the 3 bad news things that I got today about lost revenue at Vayner, when yesterday I made pretend that a tree landed on my dad's head and killed him.
So you keep perspective.
I'm being serious.
No.
I know it's ludicrous. Back to, I say different shit. I really mean what I'm talking about. And because I'm good with feeling feelings with myself, it really works because I get really sad and scared and really don't want that to happen. And then I'm super thankful that that didn't happen and everything else is, you know, one of my best friends lost his father last night.
Oh my
Real life. And he's really, really sad. And all the shit we've been talking about for the last year around business and other things just miraculously didn't matter at all for the last 3 months that he's been in the hospital every day and every second. Just doesn't fucking matter. So if that's what we all do when it happens, why not live like that when it doesn't happen?
That's 100% true.
There's no question that I am much happier than the majority of the universe because of perspective, and it is completely predicated on the singular variable of health of the people I love. How are you?
Good, how are you guys?
We're doing well. What's your question?
Alright, so I'm trying to start a podcast business on talking about my community and the local businesses.
Okay.
Just wondering if that's possible.
It is? Do you live in America?
I live in Spokane, Washington.
Good. The answer is it's possible.
Okay, so should I just start with
Yep.
the small or
Yes.
how should I go about it?
Yes. Alex, let me ask you a question. Are you looking for affirmation? Are you help me help you? The answer is
I'm just
are you asking if it's a good idea? Tell me what you're doing here right now.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if it's a good idea.
The answer is yeah. How old are you?
25.
Awesome. And you're doing this because you want to be an entrepreneur and you've heard me or others talk about podcasts / local and you're putting the pieces together and you're you can see a world where you're interviewing local businesses or people, you feel good about that?
Yeah, I think that'd be great to get the local businesses that we have out there and
good.
stuff.
And is your concern that it's too narrow and you might not get enough ad revenue and then thus it at some point won't
Correct.
be? Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
So let me give you the answer. The answer is yes. Now that I've asked those questions, here's why. One, you need the experience and thinking about it is never better than doing it. Doing always beats thinking.
Yeah, totally.
The end. I mean, our phone call was almost, luckily I was in the mood, but there was a part of me that was halfway home to just hanging up on you because in a good way, just being yes, and that's it, to make a point for the audience and to you. We're sticking out and being a little calmer today, but it's, yes, do it, bro. Just do it. I don't understand. I mean, you're in fucking Nike country, just do it. You're in the Pacific Northwest. You guys understand that fucking motto. Just fucking make. All this overthinking, I'm just so tired of everybody overthinking. Whether it was the best use of your time or not, actually doing it is better. People spend so much time debating that even if they would have done the wrong thing, they still had more time on their hand. I like doing and finding out I'm wrong and still saving time. Everyone so values their time or they're so insecure about people judging their decision that they don't fucking make. I want people to love their game the way I love it, not get the accolades or success that I have, because the happiness is way more fun than a byproduct. And I know a ton of people who are unbelievably happy and make $49,000 a year, and I know an enormous amount of people who are deeply unhappy and sick who make $7 million a year. And something I've been saying a lot and I want to say more often, there was always that joke that people talked about around always valuing money, and they talked about I'd rather cry in my Ferrari, right? And that saying always pissed me off, right? This notion that, okay, you're crying, you're deeply unhappy, and the Ferrari versus a Toyota is supposed to be some sort of variable there. It's such insane bad talk. Everybody should aspire to be smiling in their Toyota. If you find out and understand yourself and you put yourself in the best position and you happen to have talent and you put in a ridiculous amount of work, then you might be able to smile in your Ferrari. And that's amazing too. But these are the things that are running through my head, and I appreciate you having me here tonight. Thank you. Bro, I've been hanging out with Alejandro. I've been hanging out with Puga. I know you know what that's all about. Keep going, bro. Fortnite is long term, and if not, the skills you learn on Fortnite will be applicable to other things. Keep going. Great to see you, man.
See you soon, man.
Take care. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Sure. Ask while we're taking a photo.
Okay, so I'm in college right now. I'm a junior.
Yes.
And I just opened a channel less than a year ago. And
Yes.
Had like more than 500,000 followers.
On what?
On YouTube.
Wow.
Yeah, and I want to drop college, but all of my family are against me and I don't know what to do.
Well, you only have another year, right?
2 years.
A year and a half? Oh no, 2 years. You just started.
Yeah.
You should quit.
But they're against me. Like,
Well, you don't.
they're giving me a hard time. I love them. I want to do something good, but
You have to live your life.
yeah. That's true.
You don't want to end up resenting them.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much. Nice
You're
to meet
welcome.
you.
Where can I ask you a question?
Right now, go.
Okay, I can't find my passion. I don't know what to do. Like,
That makes sense. Like,
I'm like,
You're-
I wasn't in high school. I'm not going to college.
there's two things. The most common things when somebody can't find their passion is one, they're over putting pressure on finding their passion and it becomes like this convoluted fucking whole thing. And two, they just haven't tried enough shit. Have you ever tried to cook a gourmet meal? Like, and I could probably sit here for the rest of my life and give you 8, like, people, it's so heady, but like, there's tasting shit that I call tasting shit, which is that, like literally saving up $180, going and buying fucking, like, expensive fucking food and trying to like make it, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, I'm a chef. Like, the biggest thing is people don't do shit. They don't do shit. They stay in such a lane, or they make it so heady, you know? You need me, right?
Nick, yes.
We've been working on building sports card grading AI.
Yes.
And we were just talking with ComC earlier today, so they're going to send us over some pictures of cards so we can test it on them. And
Good for you guys.
just wanted to see.
Cool, man. Listen, keep me updated on it. I love the grind.
So how would we be able to reach it?
Email, Twitter's real good.
We tried emailing you a couple times.
2 times ain't
gonna
fucking
give a lot.
enough. 2 times ain't fucking enough, boys. And you got a Patreon logo. Unacceptable. See you, man. All right, bye guys. Thank you.
I also love gemstones, crystals, and whatnot. You need a tourmaline.
What's a tourmaline?
What it does is it looks like a piece of coal, but when you put it in your pocket, all the negative energy that goes to you, the stone pushes back against them.
But I'm doing that naturally.
Well, that'll help, Gary. That'll help. That'll help.
What's it called? A what?
Tourmaline.
I might be a human tourmaline.
You are, but sometimes you need a break.
Listen, I'll get one, but I'm gonna give you a real preview.
I'll send you one.
I will take it, and now I'm gonna give you the preview.
Thank you.
No, let me give it to you.
Okay.
I will 100% lose it within 48 hours.